So I'm here this morning with Bill McCarthy, Executive Director of Catholic Charities, Maryland. And Bill, thank you for doing this interview this morning. And as we make our way through the end of the second annual Food Stamp Challenge, talk a little bit about why you decided to take the challenge again for the second year in a row.
That's a great question. When I did the challenge last year, I was really unsure of how the experience would unfold, what my key learnings would be, and whether my understanding of food insecurity and what our clients are going through every day in terms of food would be revealed. And I learned so much last year that I thought I could do a better job this year.
Okay. And I noticed on your blog that you put up on our Maryland Hunger Solutions website on that blog piece. Thank you for doing that. And I noticed that you opted to shop at Walmart. And I was wondering why you did that and what your plan was.
Yeah. I shopped at Walmart last year, and frankly, I felt a better organized last year. I went in with my list prepared, and I had a goal of ensuring that I would have a few dollars left, hopefully, so with unexpected needs towards the end of the week, not knowing how far my food would go for the week. So this year, what I was surprised about was costs had gone up. So I learned from last year I had no meat in my diet. I had some probably too many carbs in my diet. So I was really focused on protein and trying to have some vegetable and some meat. But when I got to the store this year, price of carrots had gone up significantly. The price of milk had gone up significantly, but I was still doing the same thing I experienced there last year. I was there with my calculator, I was there with my list, and trying to make sure that I didn't get to the counter with not enough money to pay for what I had put in my cart. The other thing that I realized both last year and this year is I passed 5 grocery stores to get to Walmart. Many people that are using and living on the food stamp supplement don't have that opportunity to go to Walmart. They don't have the transportation that would actually allow them to pass many grocery stores to get to a store that has more affordable food. Take Cherry Hill, where we operate our Cherry Hill Town Center. There's really no grocery store in Cherry Hill. So many people are using that corner store to purchase food, which costs 2, 3, and sometimes 4 times as much as I was paying at Walmart.
You are quite an advocate for people who struggle, people who are less fortunate. I know you do a lot with legislators. What would be your message to them, and what would be your message to them regarding your experience and the direction that our state should be taking?
Yeah, the food stamp supplement, when you think about the number of Marylanders that are on the food stamp supplement, it's about 12% of our population, I think, at this point. And we're considered one of the wealthiest states in the country, which I just find, extremely unsettling. The other thing I thought about, in addition to food insecurity, people have job insecurity, housing insecurity, the insecurity around the education and welfare of children, the access to health care. So this year, my message to the legislature would be, the average food stamp supplement of $30 a week doesn't go nearly as far as it needs to be to ensure that we at least have food security. And then when they're looking at that and looking at this word they call entitlements, it's really providing people with the fundamental rights of food, health, and housing. And we have a responsibility to our community that we ensure and help the least of us, our neighbors, to ensure that they have those basic necessities and at least that minimum amount of security that we don't have. And as I explained earlier, with the cost going up, the access to food still being challenged, the supplement itself is just one small piece in what we need to do as a community to ensure that people are safe.
Bill, you are a great voice for the disenfranchised, and I'm wondering, are we going to have your support next year for the third annual Food Stamp Challenge.
Well, yeah, I hope I'd be glad to do it, and I would love to do the food stamp challenge in the context of other things with perhaps housing and healthcare as well. If we, love to figure out a way, but you can always count on me doing it. I'm humbled by the experience because I know what I'm doing for a 1 week. People are doing day in, day out, week in, week out, month in, month out.